Hey guys, Shep's Tech here, back with another video, and today, this is going to be a video on some tips and tricks for a Tesla. The reason why I'm not outside to film this right now is A, it's dark, and B, it's freezing cold, and I don't want to be out there right now. It's Massachusetts, and technically 95% of the time, it's freezing cold and dark outside, so I'm just going to be filming in here for right now, and I'm going to share with you a couple tips and tricks for a Tesla road trip. Tomorrow, we are heading to New York City for the weekend, and we are taking the Tesla. And not because that we're taking the Tesla to save fuel, but we're also taking it to save money for parking at the hotel. Without further ado, let's get into the first tip/trick for a Tesla.
If you own a Tesla, you would have the Tesla app here. This app is basically your key to the car. It's very cool, and I think it's an awesome app to play with sometimes. So as you can see, we're charging our car right now. It's at 211 miles, but you want to focus down here at charging. So you press charging, and you can see, you can do this in the car or on the app, but you can see when you hold this little slider thing, it shows at the top daily and trip. If you're gonna want to maximize on range, you want to put it at trip, and this mainly is gonna maximize the amount of range you get, so the battery will be fully charged. As you can see, it's estimated at 297 miles of range. Now technically we could straight shot that, but you might need to charge on the way, depending on what your range is. But this is the first tip or trick. Make sure when you're taking a road trip, it's always right here on this line or right here on this line, so you're gonna get the maximum amount of range.
When you're on a Tesla road trip is superchargers. So I don't have a supercharger with me right now, obviously, because I can't get one, but when you have a Tesla, you go to these big charging stations called superchargers. These charge your car in less than half an hour to fully charged. Now, to get that feature, you're gonna have to do the specific Tesla road trip. You'll probably see something like these. These are called superchargers, and they charge your car at super fast charging speeds. So right now, at our house right now, we just have a destination charger, or or just a wall charger. It charges at a whopping 35 miles an hour, and at 230 volts and at 44 out of 40 amps. These charge close to about 1,000 miles an hour, roughly. And there's a trick to that. So, as you can see, one thing that you might notice in this picture is that most of these cars are actually parked one supercharger away from each other. So these superchargers might have numbers, for example, 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 4A, 5B, stuff like that, kind of like that. So basically, when you're pulling in, let's say, look, okay, so let's just say this, okay? There is a Model X here, no space there, Model X there, nothing there, Model S there. And when you're pulling in, let's say you're going to be pulling in right next to that 3 over there, okay? You're going to want to pull in 2 spaces away. So if this Model 3 is charging at 1A, you don't want to go to the one next to it, 1B, because the superchargers share a battery. So this Model 3 up here would get the priority charging, and then you'll just get whatever is remaining of the battery. You want to go to a completely new number. So if there's no one in 2A and 2B, you want to go in there, because you'll get the faster speeds and you want to get on the road quickly. So that's what you want to do if you want to get back on the road quickly and to get the faster
Other
charging. Two Tesla charging / road trip tips and tricks. I gotta go out to the car too. I can't show it on an iMac or an iPad. I gotta go out to the car to do it. So let's go to the car, and let me show you in the car tips right now. And what we want to do is we're just going to put a navigation in here. We're going to put it for where we're actually going to go to the New York. So 1 Hotel Central Park, that's where we're staying. Don't stalk me. Thank you very much. But anyways, right now it is calculating the supercharger. So you actually really want to listen to this, because it's actually going to help you. Okay? So the third tip is to look at how much it says to charge. So right now we're at 216 miles. Really not gonna be that, but right now, but 216 miles, okay? And our battery, we had 20%, we're gonna charge for 15 minutes. You wanna listen to that number. Don't charge all the way. That's not good. You're gonna get the slower charging speeds if you charge it all the way. Don't worry about charging it all the way. Only charge it for the 15 minutes it says, and then you can always stop for more, okay? You don't need to keep charging and charging and charging. Only stop for the 15 minutes it says, then keep going. Final tip for you guys for the Tesla charging tips and tricks for road trips is don't use your air conditioning as often. Sure, a little air conditioning is fine. However, when you really don't need it, don't use it. It actually uses the battery, and if you're like on, for example, very low mileage, turn it off. It saves battery, and it improves your efficiency and range as well. So those are the charging tips I have for you guys. I hope you guys actually use these. They help us a lot for road trips. And yeah, that's the video. I don't want to turn into a Tesla channel, but apparently that's what views are at this point. So I'll come out with some other tech videos soon. I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.